Hi, my name is Kira Shortle and I'm a business teacher here in Loreto College, Crumlin. This PowerPoint has been put together to help explain what is business studies for junior cycle and why you should consider picking it. So to start off, in business studies, the focus is on improving students' understanding of the business environment and developing skills for life, work, and further study through the three interconnected strands that you can see here in the visual. The three strands are personal finance, enterprise, and our economy. Studying business helps prepare young people for a future where the world of business is changing at a very fast pace. The global economy is constantly evolving, and the internet has changed the nature of how we do business. I'm going to briefly touch on what is covered in business studies over the 3 years. In first year, we would look at personal resources, our needs and wants, income and expenditure and how we record it, the importance of budgeting, the different stages of the financial life cycle, how to read a payslip and calculate taxes, the financial institutions we have available to us and how we can save and borrow with them, different types of insurance and insurance principles, and our rights and responsibilities as consumers. In second year, we would look at an introduction to enterprise, the world of work, entrepreneurs, types of technology and business, the importance of marketing for businesses, business planning, how to write and send business documents, and an introduction to accounting. In third year, we would continue with accounting and then begin an introduction to economics. Look at the supply and demand and what affects both, where our government get their income and where they spend their money, international trade, and the European Union. The next slide here will show you some of the different methods of teaching and learning within the business classroom here in Loreto College, Crumlin. I'm not going to go into detail on all of them, but role play is something our students find quite interesting. It is an active way of learning and it really helps students understand what they are studying in a different way. For example, when studying the consumer, students may act out a scenario where the consumer is unhappy with the purchase they made and they wish to make a complaint stating their rights under the laws that we have studied in this chapter. With regards to feedback within the classroom, both teacher and student will get involved with this. We would use group discussions, teacher feedback, peer assessments, and self-assessment. Business bingo is another teaching strategy that students love within the classroom. As business is quite theory heavy, this is another method of teaching and learning their key definitions. With regards to assessment in junior cycle business, there are three components. Firstly, there are two classroom-based assessments, more commonly known as CBAs. One will take place in second year and the other in third year. I'm going to talk about these in more detail in the next slide. Secondly, there is a written assessment task completed in third year, and this is before the final written exam. Lastly, there is the final written exam, which takes place in June at the end of third year. It is also important to note there is no higher or ordinary level business at Junior Cert. Everyone does the same level, which is known as Common Level. So just to briefly touch on CBAs. CBA 1, which takes place in second year, is a group-based CBA where students will work in a group of up to 4 people. In Loreto College Crumlin, we focus on finance and action. Students are given a budget for a family and a scenario of planning a holiday or a birthday party. They must then research how to make this happen and adjust their budget accordingly. This happens over a period of 3 to 4 weeks. Although it is a group project, the student is given an individual descriptor based on their own contribution, and this is recorded on their JCPA. CBA 2, which happens in third year, is an individual CBA. This is where students will choose a topic from the business studies course they were interested in and research and present this in greater detail. This CBA has an assessment task attached to it that is worth 10% of their overall business studies junior cert result. This descriptor will also be recorded on the JCPA. Why should you consider choosing business studies? Business studies helps you make more informed decisions about everyday life. It develops the skill of budgeting and accounting and a greater understanding of your own consumer rights. It informs you about the world of work. It encourages you to think about how and why people start up a business and maybe encourage you to do so too. It gives you a better understanding of how the economy works and develops your understanding of our government and the European Union. This slide here will just recap on some of the things that I've already mentioned. What will you learn if you chose business studies? Firstly, you will learn how to collect, organise and record financial information for yourself, your family, your business, or any business you may work with in the future. You will learn the process of developing a new product or service from the idea stage to product launch. You will know your rights and responsibilities as both a consumer and an employee. You will learn how to calculate wages and how to understand the tax deductions on your payslip. And lastly, you will learn how to conduct research, evaluate your work, and deliver a presentation. How will business studies benefit you? Having studied business studies at junior cycle, students will have acquired knowledge, understanding, and skills such as working with others, planning and organising, researching and thinking creatively, communicating and reflecting, and also be better prepared to succeed for senior cycle. If you wish to study business for the Leaving Cert, it will be very beneficial for you to have studied Junior Cert Business Studies. Lastly, just to finish up on some future careers that are available to those who studied business in school. The list is really endless, but there's a few here and you might find them interesting. They include accountancy, advertising, banking, investment and financial services, general management roles, HR, consultancy, public relations, retail management, law, sales and marketing, and teaching. I hope you found this slideshow helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in Loreto College Crumlin next year.